Alright, there we are. What's up everybody, I'm here to bring today's video. Or you call me by my real name, just by Mel. Since now I'm gonna be putting me in the category of people that you can probably look up and hopefully seen as, let's say like somebody you look up to. I don't feel like I'm in the close to that category that people can look at my videos and be like, well, I've learned this from him. It's just more in the sense of my videos that are there to help people look at both sides of the coin, to be okay with theism, as I feel like atheism through today's generation has kind of been having this weird interpretation that nothing's proven until you can specifically see it yourself. And I feel like that's why we wanted to head towards this video, as I find myself seeing people online really hating theism and just believing in God alone, or something that I've kind of picking which one could be qualified as correct, where others, they just plainly can't even follow believing in God because you believe in naturalism. I think you should just reconsider. I think I do want to make or steer this channel into making more videos, more positive. I've done a lot of videos with Louisville Ky, Frank Turk, and as well as Professor Dutton as well, and all of them, Christians, Muslims. I'm hoping to bring one of my ever favorite YouTubers, who is a rabbi from the Jewish community. I'm not looking for any hate, looking for coexistence, people to kind of agree and to disagree civilly. That's why I've made these videos and received a lot of backlash from most of them, especially with the recent one with Professor Dutton, with the Quran dialect. And a lot of people were discrediting him, this man, because he wasn't qualified, even though he studied this. He studied the Quran his whole life. You can't help but really give credit to where it's due. You can't discredit people who follow Christianity for 30 years and just say, well, they just know what they're talking about. You have to credit those people as well, any other religions. So I'm more optimistic and more open to ears, as you can say. And I wanted to talk about the kind of like the books I've been reading to help me stay focused on tasks that's on hand. I'm sorry. And the task I have in hand is exactly that: what videos I should produce, and where I get these influences from when I do make these videos, and what steers me to keep thinking of other videos to talk about. Hopefully I can turn this into a series, and mostly from the videos in the past. The first one, I just have three. I guess I could do the first one is by Todd Van Helms, Before You Leave, because you can tell you have my little bookmark here. I'm almost done, as you can see, kinda. I'm really close. There's like 20 pages in the back. That's literally him getting his sources from other professors and PhD, type people, and really apologetics for religion. A wonderful book. It talks about literally everything, what people disguise as, what people are afraid to talk about in religion, and that's mostly hell, and why atheism, it should be reconsidered greatly, because there's not really good arguments in a sense. I don't like saying that because I don't want to shove atheism in a category where it's just not appreciative in this channel. I want to introduce others, and this book may be kind of biased for the stance of God, but I still really recommend it for people who are atheists to give it a try. Even people who are religious, to go ahead and read this one before you leave. I find it very informative for the standpoint of anything really. The author's not biased, and even when there's pages that might seem easy, as he just explains kind of his feelings. He shows his emotional side of his own personal stories, which I find really refreshing to find in a book like this, where people are not really willing to do that. You look at facts, scripture, and all that. He gives his own personal insights. So you can see I've kind of just a little bit highlighted some sequences. Rejecting God paragraph, and that's actually a chapter, and even discusses new atheism. That's the one I actually just showed that was green. It was actually talking about the new atheism groups, and again, this is just one of those books you really have to give it a good read, and you would definitely pick it up. And it even has a whole bunch of people in the back. Fox just said, in the likes of an excellent article book that will help young people gain a firmer grasp of what they believe, and just again, perfect. So that's one I recommend. There's the second one, which is going to be the Cosmological Argument by Muhammad Hijab. I was following this man for a very long time. I found him very, I liked his debate style. He seemed like a very nice guy, but he has his ups and downs, and sadly recently he has more downs, but without a doubt I feel like his book in the Cosmological Argument is very, very good, even though it's very short, which I'm sure he gets that a lot. But another good read if you want to get into Cosmological Argument. I'm sorry for my pronunciation, it sucks ass, but yeah, I've been trying to understand that argument into theism. I feel like it's a tough one indeed. Even me reading it, I don't even want to talk about it. It's just so hard to talk about the Cosmo argument, as it goes in this sense of the cause of God, and it has its three premises. There's what is the cause of the beginning, and then boils down. If there's none, then it kind of ends there, and if there is one, then it must be a cause, meaning to the cause, and then meaning dates to where I'm sure you understand. Even if you got that wrong, you wouldn't even know what it is in the back of your guys' hands. It's so simple, but it's just so strange. The argument itself, I'm hoping I can learn more. I know a lot of people do use that in theism debates, so yeah, I'm hopeful that I can actually quite understand it better. So glad I got this book to help me understand, but I'm sure it's not going to be enough, as it's tiny whiny, but again, I think this book was even $3, so a nice little pickup from him. But I'm sure you can probably get another book talking about the cosmological argument in more detail, and by another person indeed. And the third one, funny one of you, or I mean not one of you, but a lot of you might find strange that I find reading this, is the Divine Comedy. As we all know, if you do know, or I mean don't know, probably seen as a history class, or you've seen this probably somewhere. It has mostly poets and illustrations of pictures from this man back dating into what I think the 1300s, 1100s, 1200s, somewhere. I mean, I can't remember his bio. I think it's right here. No. There's somebody rewriting it in the 1800s, so this book goes way back. I believe it's somewhere in Italy or France, where the author's from. I'd have to see. I'll probably have it in his bio. I'll remember to do that. But this book that was written was very long ago, and talks about the detail of kind of, if it's like a dream or what. If he's saying he's actually been there, without a doubt. But I think it's just more sense of what's to come of like this crazy grasp of like hell, because that's something that everyone's been not wanting to talk about, because it's such a sensitive topic, again, to really even talk about, as we all know. And I feel like when I do kind of steer away, can I have other things that I shouldn't worry about, the best ways to kind of keep me scared and like, oh crap, I need to come back and to think about what's important. It's mostly from the fear of it, right? So when I do want to kind of get into the mood again, it's always a crazy tactic to buy a book just because you might put the fear in you, but I think that's a good way to kind of show you what you should really be looking at down in life. Because we all know there's not forever in this land, it's the next. And you should be, I don't say knowledgeable, you can tell, but in the sense of you steer too far away and you become those people who God doesn't appreciate or doesn't want to be up there in his creation. That's where you're heading to. So it's more in a sense of what is down there. It's kind of like my own. It's one of those things that's like, you don't want to watch scary like YouTube videos at nighttime, but you do it anyways, just because like it entertains you and gets you all scared and crap. You know what's gonna come as soon as you search it up, right? But you watch it anyways. It's kind of like this in a way, of that Divine Comedy, and it's very ancient. I mean, the writings in here are just crazy. I mean, even in translated in English, of course. It's just old style, man. Jeez, man, coming from a new broad generation, 22. So I'm sure everyone else is like, "Oh, Moon, you're such a young kid." I'm like, okay, boomer, calm down. Okay, what am I? We call it Generation Z or something, but it has like thou that go die thy garden. It's like that. That was probably terrible, but you get what I'm saying. It just writing is crazy, but past it gives very detailed, wordplay and story, and then illustrations of photos. Of course, that's always been iconic as a story mostly, but then the illustrations themselves is a nice touch to it. So Divine Comedy steering me back into what matters most, oddly enough. So Divine Comedy. And the next one I mentioned, cosmological argument, and then the Before You Leave. So those are the three that I've been kind of going back and forth, reading all together. Again, great books. Some books might find better than those, but if you have any recommendations, leave them down in the comments. And hopefully I can maybe just tag this into this specific video into the channel, trailers or something. So most people could come to the channel and know what I'm going to be kind of diving into. And I'm still trying to bring the game-related videos using for anybody who even knows me in person or even through YouTube, you can just see easily that I'm a big old gamer. So I've been streaming a lot, so you guys want to keep in touch. And since want to write to me, you can always join live stream, write anything. I'm not afraid to talk about anything in the live streams, even these topics, because I like bringing insight. I like communicating and all that sorts of stuff, and talking about like heavy discussions like this, because when you play a game and stream, I'm not hoping for, oh, you did a good job. If somebody wanted to talk about this, it's such a great topic to talk about in stream. I don't know why anyone's done it. I guess it just don't combine well. I'm just more, if I want to play a game, it helps me be more focused. So when I bring a topic like this around, it's like I just go crazy. I'm going crazy depth and all of that. And depth, not death. Depth. There we go. Sorry, slang again. So that's gonna be all. Hopefully the music wasn't too loud, but that's gonna be all for this video itself. Again, leave the books recommended down below, or how you thought about this all. What's your stance on atheism, theism? Are you agnostic? You believe in, or of course atheism in the natural sense of naturalism, where it's just live and die and that's it. So go ahead and leave me a comment down below, and I'll see you guys later then.